woo, woo. How are you? Happy Wednesday. It is a wonderful Wednesday. It is International Women's Day. So happy International Women's Day to all the beautiful ladies, women, young, old, those of us that think we're still young. Oh, happy day to you guys. All right, my name is Nicole Brown. I am your next level business coach, and I help men and women who want to be the first entrepreneur success story in their family, even if they've been paralyzed by fear. All right, so today is International Women's Day. If this is your first time checking in, watching my live, watching the replay, whatever it is that you do, make sure you comment in the comments and let me know this is your first time here. If you are watching the replay, make sure you use hashtag replay. All right. But guys, so today is International Women's Day, but I also did some research. You guys know there's so many different days out there available, so many different days for us to celebrate. Some I don't even know where all these days come from, so that's a good idea. Maybe I need to research who makes up all these special days, right? But today is also Fill Our Staplers Day. Did you guys know there was a such thing as Fill Your Staplers Day? So today, make sure you take time and put staples in your stapler. Many times, I don't know about you, but when you go to grab your stapler, honestly, it's no staples in it. So take the time today and fill your stapler because today is International Staplers Day. All right. Today is also National No Smoking Day. So if you have friends, family members, whoever who smoke, check on them. Make sure they're good. But it is National No Smoking Day. I did not know that. It is also National August Day. That's crazy. If your name is August, today is your special day. I don't know anybody whose name is August, but if you know someone and their name is August, today is their day. So celebrate your friends whose name is August. And there's so many other days for today. I didn't even write them all down. But today is also Learn What Your Name Means today. So if you know what your name means, how about you put in the comment? All right. But I would love for you guys to really share about your achievements because it is International Women's Day. So I would love for you to put in the chat, what achievements have you made? What goals have you accomplished? What is it that you're doing that is so great that others need to know about it? So make sure you put that in the comments because we really, really would love to hear about you today as well. All right, so let's get into what we're going to talk about today. Today, we're going to talk about accountability and goal setting, why you need a coach to help you accomplish those things. Well, that is one of the things a coach will help you do. All right, so a coach will help you set specific, measurable, and realistic goals. Many of us have goals, we have ideas, we have so many different things that we want to do, so many different things we want to achieve, but we have no one keeping us accountable regarding those things. So I would the importance of having a coach. We have monthly calls every month. I'm a part of a coaching program where we have accountability calls twice a month, but then we also have other times that we connect. There are many times that people in my coaching program, they'll text me, they'll send me a message, send me an email. Hey, do you have 5 minutes, 10 minutes? Do you have any minutes available to chat? I really have a question. So having a coach really helps keep you accountable. So if you're the type of person that don't do well by yourself, this is why you need a coach to help keep you on track. All right. A coach will also follow up with you regularly and make sure you're staying, you're progressing, you're moving forward. All right. If you don't have a coach that's checking up on you, then you may need to really see if they're the right ones for you. All right. As I talked about last week, me having my little funky moment last week. After my session with my group call, my coach called me and was like, "Hey, girl, what's going on?" You know what I mean? But it was just for a moment. It wasn't for a day. It wasn't for like 3 days a week, a year, 6 months. It was a moment. So even as you're growing your business or you're working towards your goal, you're going to have moments. It's how you handle the moments that really are very important. All right. So that is why it's important that you have a coach that holds you accountable, that helps you figure out, okay, so you fell off the wagon for a minute. So you didn't do anything in your business this week. That is okay. But how are we going to work through all of this next week? Okay. A coach will remind you to celebrate your success. All right. That is one thing. When you win, the other day on our coaching call, everybody had to share some wins. Some of them got new contracts. Some of them got new clients. Some of them were just grateful to get their websites up, ready to go. Like a win is a win. It doesn't matter how long it took you to get there, but it's a win. It's something that you work hard on, something you work hard for, whether it's you're trying to get a new client to sign up for your program for or buy a product from you. A win is a win. Let's celebrate your wins. If we wait until we accomplish everything on our list and celebrate at the end, we will get discouraged and we won't complete anything. So when you write goals, start checking them off. Start saying, yes, oh, I did that. I accomplished that. But if you wait, if you have 10 things and you only accomplish 3 of them, celebrate the wins for those 3. All right. So a coach will also help you analyze and really help you come up with strategic planning on how to accomplish your goals. All right. We will look at it. Maybe the season has changed from the original goal. Sometimes, depending on what season we're in and what we got going on, it was good when you came up with the idea October of last year to have these things available for Christmas holiday. If you got ornaments and you wanted to sell them back October, November, well, y'all, it's March. So the ornaments may not be as good right now, but now you can focus on Christmas 2023. All right. So don't give up. Just reevaluate. Let's restructure some things. How do we need to look at things a little bit differently? Because maybe the time has passed from the original goal. Many a times, many of my clients, you know what they do? They always say, you know what? I got to change right here. I don't really like the fact that I did A, B, C, D. I don't think I want to do that anymore. I think now I want to focus on this thing over here. All right, not a problem. How are we going to accomplish that goal? What are you going to do differently? What trainings do you need? How do you need me to help you reach this goal so we can get there a lot quicker than we have been previously? All right. And you know what, guys? The one thing I don't like when people in my coaching program say, I wanted to talk to you, but I really hadn't completed a task. So I didn't want to tell you I wasn't doing anything. Guys, you have to tell me. I'm not going to chase you, but you got to tell me what it is, why you're struggling. Sometimes it can be finances that's keeping us from moving as quickly. Let's be honest about the process. So if the money that we thought we had or we were ready to use and there's a shift in our finances, that's okay. Let's just be honest about it. Don't run though from me when I'm trying to figure out what's going on, where you at, what you doing. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time, as I also stated a few weeks ago, we always say, well, they don't think I can do it. And they said, blah, blah, blah. Well, who is they? They is normally you. Sometimes we talk ourselves out of what it is we're supposed to do. Well, they don't want me to be successful. They don't want me to make more money. They don't want me to do this. And it's like, well, who is they? Give me the name, the address, and the email of they. 90% of the time, we are they. We talk ourselves out of what it is we really want to do. So stop it. All right. I've done it myself. So what I'm telling you is not something I've never done before. All right. I think I've quit my business 100 times. I quit one day and then I rehire myself the next day because I just needed a minute. But if you're overwhelmed, social media alone can overwhelm you, especially if you see the person that is doing the thing that you really want to do. I mean, and they are grinding. I mean, they're posting, they're getting the word out. You see them at every event. I mean, they are shining bright like a diamond. And you're like, man, I just want to do it like them. I just want to do this like them. Okay, this is the season they're in. They're in their grind season. They're getting it done. But maybe if you go back to this time last year, what is it that they have the same grind? Maybe 2023 was the season that they're able to finally do the things they've always wanted to do. We don't know their process. So stop being intimidated by what someone else is doing. They're not you. It's not your story. That's their story. All right? So no more self-sabotaging what you're not doing because someone else is doing it. I was sharing with Chanel, it was months ago. I'm like, girl, if I get up and see another post of all these people, I'm like, everybody in this circle, they doing too much. But she's like, maybe you need to stop looking at everything early in the morning. Just do your post and be done. I'm like, ooh. And then she had the nerve to do a whole live about it. I know she was talking to me. I know she was. But that's when we have our own guilt, right? Chanel didn't say, well, Nicole, this session is for you. But when I heard it, I was like, ooh, that was me. But come to find out, it's not just me, it's all of us. So don't be intimidated by what you see someone else doing. You don't know what it took for them to get there. Like I said, you coming in with me on year 30. You wasn't here at year 10 when I was really struggling, when I was trying to figure out what in the world. I never imagined I would make 30 years in business. I don't know how long I felt I could do it, but it sure wasn't this long. All right. But it came with some fight. It came with some challenges. It came with losing some money. And back then, I didn't have a coach. I didn't have nobody checking up on me. I had friends that would pray for me. I had a mother who encouraged me. My mother was probably my coach, and I didn't even know that anything about coaching back then. But my mother was like, don't worry. You got this. Don't worry. And she would always tell me, don't worry. God has to keep his promises. And I'm like, well, I don't feel like he's making me no promises right now. And there would be times, one day my landlord came in my office and was like, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And I was like, okay, that's fine. But inside I was broken. I'm like, God, they're threatening me without using the words threat. But they said, if you don't do this, we will do that. And so I had to really get in a different mindset. But my mother was the one saying, don't worry. If this is what the promise is that you're supposed to do, it has to happen. So I don't know what type of things my mother would do, but my mother who worked for me would get her purse. She'd be like, I'll be back. I'm like, where are you going? I'm having a moment. She said, well, you need to work on that. I'll be back. There were times my mother, if I had a need, she would come back with $3,000 and say, here you go. I'm like, you ain't got no money. Where you get that from? Don't worry about it. But my mother would pray. She would, I don't know what kind of connection she had. I don't know what she did. But she would come back and she would have it taken care of. But sometimes we don't know. And so when she left, I'm like, man, how am I to function? And that's when God had to tell me, now depend on me. Your mother's not here. You now need to depend on me. And I promise you, that is the key for me. I had to pray. I had to trust God. I had to get up, not just trust him and go to sleep. I had to get up and start walking until the answers I needed came. So as I walked forward and say, okay, I trust you. This is what was promised to me, that I would be successful. Now, you didn't tell me it wouldn't be challenging, because at every level of success, there is a challenge that you've overcome. And once you overcome that, you think, oh man, whoo, I made it. Well, guess what? It's going to be another challenge. So each challenge and each thing that we deal with, it makes us stronger. But the challenges that we've overcome gives us the reference, the referral to say, or the reference that we can go back to say, you know what, if I made it through that, this ain't nothing. So that's just where I am. If I made it through all of that, everything I'm dealing with now, this ain't nothing. Okay, 30 years in, only thing I can do now is go 30 more at this point. All right. So I'm here to encourage you on today. Stop looking at what you missed out from yesterday. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Okay. Stop saying, well, they don't have the resources or they do things differently. They got money. You don't know what they have. That's not fair. You know, you don't know how they structured themselves to get them to where they are today. So I just want to encourage you that it is important that you have a coach, a mentor, or somebody that we sometimes need people to talk to. I love my family. I love my husband. I love my children. I love my sister, my whole family. I love them. But there are moments where I need other business people who can understand what I'm dealing with. My husband and I had a conversation the other day, and he was like, at first I didn't really understand how frustrated you were in different things when it came to dealing with customers and people, or having people in positions, and you're trying to bridge the gap between your staff and the leaders, whether it's church, whether it's in your business. He said, I get it. Because we put people in positions to represent us. And then you get people who say, well, Miss Nikki, it's not you. Or I want to work for you, but I don't want to work for this person. So whoever we have, guys, we got to make sure that the people you have represent you. And it's going to take time. You're going to have to spend time with them. But then there are moments that just come. You just got to make decisions you don't like to make. So, and that's the season I'm in. I have to make decisions I don't like to make, but if I don't make them, they're going to cost me more at the end. All right. So get yourself a coach, a mentor, somebody. All right. Other than your family, who's doing what you want to do, who wants to move forward, who can really push you into the next thing, the next level that you're trying to get to. Everybody's level is different. So your next level is not her next level or his next level. Everybody is trying to move forward. But at the end of the day, everybody wants to be successful. All right. All right. So I love you guys. If you would love to be a part of my coaching program, email info@NicoleLBrown.com. I will send you a link. We will set up a meeting. We will chat. We will see if we are a good fit. All right. Also, too, if you are available March the 18th, at Life Connect Community Church, we are hosting a Women's Her Story event. Wakina Dickens is coming to be our speaker. She is one of our local sheroes in our community. But if you have a business idea, if you have a story you want to share, then the event itself is free. But if you want to come and have 10 minutes to talk about your business, to share your story, if you want to be a speaker, the cost is $25 to get a table, to set up, to present, whatever it is. But I would love to have you be a part. So if you go to Life Connect VA, go under events, you can register for that event. If you're not sure about it, DM me, send an email to Life Connect. Don't make me give you the email. But if you go to the website, lifeconnectva.org, it'll tell you how to email us, or just put a message in here, say I want to attend the event. All right. But I'm so excited about this event because I want women to be able to share their story about their greatness, about the things they've overcome, the goals they've achieved, things they're currently working on. This month, we want to celebrate you. So this past Sunday, I chose 4 women in our ministry who are just doing great things. One is a single parent. Another one came to our ministry. She was broken. She's overcome different drug addictions. And man, she is out here slaying hard. We also another young lady who helped do things in the community. She's been a big help in feeding the homeless. So we celebrated her. I celebrated one of the ladies in my church who she always looks out for me. And I'm like, you know what? I need to take the time to tell her thank you. So that is what Women's History Month is all about. Let's support each other. Let's cheer each other on. Let's look forward to doing something great. All right. Cheer somebody on this week. If you want to nominate someone that we should recognize on March the 18th, email me at info@NicoleLBrown.com. I would love to celebrate them. I would love for us to cheer them on, encourage them. Because you know what, guys? We all are doing some great, great things. All right. Love you guys. Have a great day. And I will chat with you soon. Bye.